us for day 2 of our themed week here on Property Tribes. We are calling it Take Control of Your Portfolio Week, and it's hosted in association with our friends and partners at LendLord, and LendLord co-founder Avram Shahar is joining me throughout this week. And Avram, yesterday we gave a kind of overview, helicopter view of LendLord and the updated functionality and upgrades, and today we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive. And the platform, as we discussed yesterday, is divided into 3 main sections, which is invest, manage and finance. Today we are looking into invest, and that is where you will find all the tools to help you source and analyze a property deal. And Avram, as we said yesterday, this is so important for risk mitigation, to really do intense due diligence on any deal that you might be considering, and LendLord is there to help you, isn't it?
No, absolutely. The invest part is mainly for, it can be either for newbies that just getting started in property, and it's great tools to find the property and analyze the potential return, understand if you have enough cash to actually purchase this property. And also for, landlords that want to grow their portfolio, want to continue acquiring more properties. So I think it's a great way, and as you said, it's so important to see the full picture before you make the decision and stress test the deal, see the what if scenarios, what will happen in the worst case scenario, what will happen in the best case scenario. If the numbers stack up, what will be your return in the first year, what will be your return in 20 years. So it's so important to do it, and with LendLord you can do it, and we'll show how in a sec.
Yeah, we will, because it has got harder to stack deals with the current mortgage products because of affordability, stress tests, and so on. And many landlords, are going out there looking at deals and not really finding anything that works. And I think, using a tool like the LendLord Deal Analyzer, you can, work through deals, stack them so quickly. You can, really look at large numbers and then drill down on those that do actually seem to stack up. So let's go into the invest module then, Avram. And as you can see down the side of the screen there, you've got your 3 sections: invest, manage and finance, as we said. So if we go into the invest area,
yes,
can you take us through that, Avram?
Yeah, sure. So in the invest area, you have the property sourcing section and the deal analyzer section. So in the property sourcing, you can find properties that are now up for sale. In the auctions tab, you can find property lots from auction houses, online auction houses, and you can find the details about the specific lot. You can see the first initial analysis, but I will touch it on the deal analyzer. And you can see also your finance option to purchase this property. And if you want to get more details, you just click place bid, and then it will take you to the auction house website. And there you can obtain more data or even bid on this property at some point. You can also add the property to your watch list, and then you get alerts before the auction date. And also you can use the functions to estimate the value of the property or the rental income. And of course, it's online estimation. It's just an indication, but it will definitely bring you some...
Get you in the ballpark.
Yes, exactly. The on-market properties are properties that are now up for sale from agents. So here, basically, you can also find properties with all the information that is needed with the first analysis and the finance options. The property lists, it's a new tab, and here basically you can choose a specific type of property or property list, and then by the postcode you can find the properties that are now up for sale. I will not do it now because it might take time. In the deal analyzer section, you will find our deal analyzer. And here basically we have 2 analyzers. One is a rental analyzer to analyze a property that you like, a buy to let property. And the flip analyzer is for buy to sell properties. So if you're going to buy the property, do the refurbishment, improve the value, and then sell it for profit. So on the deal analyzer, you just need to start with typing the address, and then immediately you will receive the property information, the type, the EPC level. So important to know the current EPC level, the size of the property, the floor area, and some information about the postcode in terms of the average yield in the last 5 years and the average growth, the capital appreciation in the properties in this postcode. Then the deal analyzer is also separated by sections. You have the purchase details, the cash investment and the loan section. Then you have the monthly operating expenses and the long-term assumptions. Start with the purchase details. You just need to put two data items, the purchase price and the expected monthly rent. You can use our online estimations, but as I said, it's not fully accurate, but it will definitely provide you with some indication about the property value. Then the stamp duty is being calculated. You can add the closing costs. In this section, by the way, Vanessa, it's so important to take into account all the costs associated with the purchase. It's not just the purchase price. You need to pay the stamp duty. You will have some costs associated, in terms of legal inspection. And if you're going to do a refurb cost, you also need to take it into account. And you can use our works plan generator to add all the items and come up with a plan. But just for the analysis, in this case, I will put a rough number here for the refurbishment. Then after I have the entire purchase costs, I will start to play with the cash investment and the loan detail. So let's say I'm getting a mortgage, I would put it 75% loan to value. Then it means that I will need to put down 215K as a deposit, but also to cover the stamp duty and the other costs. So the cash investment includes the deposit of 25%, but also includes the other costs that you need to take into account. Then you can use our mortgage search to find the products that are now live products, by the way, and also the platform analyze your portfolio. So if you don't meet the lender's criteria, they will not show up. And then LendLord, by the way, you can see here, by the way, Vanessa, that if you didn't meet the criteria, you will see why. What is the reason? So perhaps you can do something to improve your situation and get more lenders available. You can also apply online using our digital broker to get a mortgage. But just for this analysis, I will let's select this rate. You can choose if you want to add the fees of the loan to the loan. And then I will go to the monthly operating expenses. So if you are going to use a managing agent fee, put, I don't know, they were 10%, landlord insurance, and I would just put a buffer here in the other costs. That's £100 per month. And then the last section will be the long-term assumptions. So as you can see, I already have the first-year metrics and the long-term metrics. Now, first I will decide the holding period. Let's say, what do you say, Vanessa? You did to 20 years, 15 years?
Yeah, I would say 20 years.
20 occupancy rate. So 92% means 1 month a year, the property will be with no tenants. So I would put 95 or 96 is 2 weeks every year. Property appreciation, we take it from the postcode, but of course you can change it. The rental appreciation and the inflation. Keep in mind, this is the inflation for the entire 20 years, the average. So although the inflation now is 8%, I will not put 8 because it's not, hopefully it will not be every year 8%. Then you can see the metrics, you can see the net cash flow. The cash on cash is basically the return on your cash investment, the gross yield, which is the rental income on your purchase costs. What will be your ROI in the first year? So you can see that in this specific case, it will be negative, but for the long term, I'm going to make a nice profit. And the IRR, the internal rate of return, is 10%. It's not bad. It means that, but this takes into account the property appreciation over the years. And then you can run different scenarios. So you can define a worst case scenario and best case scenario, and you can see how it impacts your results. At this point, I would go to the postcode information, click search to get more detailed information about the postcode. So you can see the 5-year capital growth, the property demand in the area, some statistics about crime, the rental demand in the area, price per square foot, demographics, politics, commute method, age distribution, schools, and some other important key stats, council tax, and more. So when you analyze the deal, it's also important to see the data about this postcode. You can also get a prospect report summary of your deal and export it to a PDF, and then you can share it with someone that you want to review the deal.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. So as we can see, there's a whole suite of products on LendLord to help you not only find a suitable property deal actually within the platform, but also then to analyze that deal. And there are two sides to the deal analyzer, as we've seen. There's the actual metrics and how the deal stacks up. And then the other side is the due diligence module, which actually brings in all the information that's going to help you understand the area. And in the old days, Avram, we would have gone to multiple different places to get this information, but now it's all brought in onto the LendLord platform. So you're just sitting on this platform and you're able to do all your sourcing and deal analyzing. And if you think, Avram, that some people will pay £6,000 to £8,000 to have a deal sourced for them, well, if you can use this free tool, why would you need to pay that fee? But if you did want to pay that fee, you could actually take the information from the deal sourcer and put it into the deal analyzer and make sure that that deal is stacking up as claimed. So as we've stated, and we will continue to state because it is so important, everything about using a digital tool like LendLord is to help mitigate your risk, help you act more smart, and help you be much more efficient in everything you do. And the whole theme of this week is about taking control of your portfolio, taking control of the things that you actually have control over, because that's all any of us can do. We can't control inflation, we can't control who's in government, we can't control what legislation is coming down the pipe, we can't control tax, but there are certain things that we can control, and that's what we're focusing on this week. So thank you, Avram. That's brilliant. I hope everybody will join us tomorrow for the next installment of Take Control of Your Portfolio Week, because we're going to be looking at more LendLord functionality then. But for now, Avram, thank you, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Thank you, Vanessa. Bye, everyone.